How's it going, guys? It's a beautiful Monday. Took a bit of a nap after the chores this morning. I was up a little too late last night watching the Eagles. At 4 a.m. to milk the cows, so once you get past 8 p.m. the clock is ticking down off of 8 hours of sleep. Dad's working at grading the driveway a little bit more. Spreading stones out over that area up there that I was grading last week. Hey, Duchess. This dog's funny. Dad's trying to shave off the center of that big area of the driveway to get the water away from the commodity barn. It kind of puddles there. I'm hooking this cattle trailer up. We have some heifers to move. See if I can do this without embarrassing myself. Ready to go. It's actually getting pretty warm out here. I'm gonna take my hoodie off, but I did want to show you what I'm wearing here. This is one of our new pieces of merch that we have available. We have a couple colors, and we restocked some of the old hoodies, as well as some beanie caps. So definitely go check it out. I'll have the link in the description to our website. And the other thing we have, since we're not really able to ship overseas, it's kind of more complicated than it should be to set that up. I set up a bonfire link there for anybody outside of the US. So if you're outside the US, use that second link there. You'll be able to get some merch. It'll take a little bit longer that way, cost a little bit more, and we'll make a little bit less profit ourselves off of it. But I wanted to have that available there for those who are outside of the US. I do appreciate people from all over the world that are watching. Dad was waiting for me to get this hooked up. He's coming over. We're gonna head to the other farm. Let me get this hoodie off. Still feels like summer half the time. Duchess gets all excited because they have chickens running around here. We rent this farm. We keep our pregnant heifers here. There's usually about 35 or so head. Once they get close to having their calf, we want to bring them home, put them in the dry cow barn, and then we'll move them up to the pre-fresh pen when they're 2 to 3 weeks out. It's a pretty nice setup. They have some pasture, and this barn works out pretty well. 74, do we need you? Got my list here. No, and neither is 74. Yeah, 66, 42, 53. This is the area I was scraping in the last video. 42 is in front of me. Who want her? We got 4 sorted out. One of these 4 was due to calve in 16 days. We're just gonna stick her straight in the pre-fresh pen. Just went and got the last 4. Duchess. I don't know if it's gonna rain. Sort of looks like it. We're just wrapping up this building project, trying to get everything cleaned up. Just want to get this smoothed out completely and get some grass seeded in this area. Hopefully we can grow that this fall before it gets too cold. Putting some stone in here. We got a spouting put in here the other day for this new section. The only issue was we weren't able to connect it with the old spout because it would have been too much water for it. So we have to figure out how we're going to drop water down off this old part. With the curtain being here, it's going to be hard to attach anything to that post. To figure that out at some point. Nope, now it's starting to rain. I don't think it's gonna rain too much. You have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna clean this area up now. We got some random junk to get rid of. We had the electricians here last week. Just some leftover stuff from that. And we had them do something pretty cool. They wired up a big LED light right there shining out over the bunker silos. So once we go to harvest next fall, we usually end up covering with tires late at night, so it'll be nice to have a good light shining out. We ordered a load of straw today. We told them don't come if it's gonna rain, but it wasn't really supposed to rain here much. There was a slight chance, and it just started dumping right as he got close to our farm. So I don't know how much it matters. It's got some moisture on the top of all those bales on the that were on top there. So I didn't stack any. I was trying to let any bales that were exposed to the rain open so they can hopefully dry a little bit. Would normally fit that whole trailer load in this bay, but I couldn't do that because I had to space them out. Amazing how much dirt just builds up along this wall. Hey guys, so it's the next morning here, getting the cows over to milk. I haven't made a milking video in a while. Thought I should film a little bit of milking cows. I'm just gonna clean these stalls. We'll bring this first group of first calf heifers over. So that thermometer says 44 degrees, so we're not quite down to the 30s. They were calling for the 30s, I was thinking. Didn't quite get there. We finished up the chores this morning, back in the new section of this barn. Just have a couple little things we want to do. One thing is there needs to be a gate mounted right on this pipe so that we're able to catch cows in this headlock if we need to help a cow with calving or anything else. This is our old pen that we used. It's just a smaller pen. It worked pretty well, but we're gonna pull this gate out of here and move it over to the new pen. This pen was 12 by 12, the new one's 16 by 16. It's gonna be a lot nicer to be able to work cows around in there. So the issue we're gonna have is over there, there's a curb at the base of the pipe. We can't mount the hinge as low as on this side. It's gonna be up about this high. So we're gonna need to actually cut this gate down a little bit, cut maybe a foot out of it or so, get rid of one of the bars across. This little calf, this is a set of Angus twins we had last night. Pretty frisky. I actually had to help pull the one calf out. So this one right here, I think. Then we have to weld the hinges on that pipe there so we can hang the gate on there. And we have one other spot we have to weld something on too. So yeah, I think Dad's on his way out. I have that little 110 welder that I like. Problem is if we run a cord too long to it, it seems to not work very well. And my uncle has this handy generator. Said he doesn't mind if we use it a little bit. We gotta weld a pipe right across here. Keep cows from being able to cross over the water once we get our gates moved. Eventually this will be the pen line and we'll have all special needs cows on that side and the pre-fresh on that side. We were gonna put guards around here to keep the cows from drinking from this back side at all. But we've had it open here for a little while and it doesn't seem to be a problem. They're not really pulling a lot of water out there. And I kind of like having them be able to access the water a little bit more from that side. Be a little easier for them to drink.
We have to decide how we don't want it too high because we don't want them to think they can get underneath of it.
Good there. Now we have two hinges we want to weld on this pipe right here. We want to put another gate. The reason we want another gate is sometimes we want to bring cows up from the other barn and we want to be able to bring them in that door and have everything penned back and still have this gate in place, because this gate can swing over and close that up, but then it's open the whole way to that pen. So we just wanted to hang this gate for that situation. Normally we'll just have it stored right against this other one. Just gonna put a little piece of chain here and it'll just stay kind of open up together. So when we move that fence line over to here, we'll just take that gate out. We won't need it. There's just some little details like that we weren't quite sure how it would work out, and that's going to take care of the issue there. Now we're going to work at these small pens, get that gate out of there and modify it. I was thinking we were going to have to cut this gate down to fit it on this pipe, but it actually does fit this way. Just going to stick out the top a little bit. That doesn't really matter. So now when we want to catch a cow, we just bring her around and she'll kind of flow right into that headlock. I think it'll be nice. This is an 8-foot gate and a 16-foot pen. There's just more room around the end of it. The other one was only a 12-foot pen, so trying to turn the cow around in there was pretty tough. Yeah, so next time we have to help a cow, we just gotta sort her out of here and can easily catch her. Last thing we need to weld is this little latch for the headlock in this pen. There was no lever on this one. Once we get it on there, you'll be able to open and close the headlock that way.
Tie the cow, latch it in, release the cow. Good job.
Pretty much the last thing to clean up from this project is this metal. We were gonna try to reuse some of this. Didn't end up working out, so we have some different pieces that are probably worth saving. Gonna throw the smaller stuff away, but got some there on a pallet, and then we're gonna pile this on and put it in the shed. Pretty much gonna wrap everything up. It's nice to actually finish the job completely. It's gonna be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.